Welcome to San Pablo, California, the campus of Contra Costa College. Bay Area Sports TV presents a conference matchup between the visiting Dons of Deanza, coming in with a record of 4-1, 2-0 in conference, against the home team, the Comets of Contra Costa, coming in 0-6, 0-1 in conference. Last game out, Deanza went on the road and was able to defeat Los Medanos 24-35. While Contra Costa was on the short end, but played possibly their best game of the season, losing to San Jose City College, a non-conference opponent, 23-14. Current standings for the Pacific 7, Deanza sits at top, 2-0, tied with Yuba College, 2-0. Foothill comes in 0-1, Contra Costa 0-1, and Los Medanos 0-2. The people that paid to control the game, we have Jerry Robinson, he'll be the referee. Dave Wellington will be the umpire. Damon Jones, head linesman. Stephen Young, linesman. Nick Pontecorvo, field judge. Charlie Hayes, side judge. And back judge is Ed Hertz. Deanza won the toss, but they decided to defer to the second half, so they will be getting the ball in the second half. And Contra Costa will be opening up this first possession. Ozzy Ortiz will be kicking off to Contra Costa, and we're underway here in San Pablo, California, and the runner will be dragged down. That was number 13 for Contra Costa. That's Quadri Wesley, brought down, and Contra Costa will be starting at their own 17-yard line. Deanza comes in with the best offense in the conference, led by their freshman quarterback, Oliver Savitsky. Savitsky comes in with throwing over 1,100 yards, 1,300 yards so far this season, 11 touchdowns, 337 yards per game. Riley Lee will be the starting quarterback, the freshman out of Albany High School for the Comets. And he'll have in his backfield Stephen Harvey, running back. Had to get a man out on the field. That's number 10. He's checking in late. And that's Zay Cato. 3 receivers set for Riley Lee. Had his best game last week. First pass of the game is screen to their playmaker, number 14. And that's for a short gain. And that is to Kyrie Jackson. And it'll be second down. Looks as though that'll be a first down. So first down, first play of the game. Kyrie Jackson for a first down. That's a great start for the Comets. Deanza comes in giving up over 360 yards of offense this season. So if Contra Costa has an opportunity, they have a chance to move the football against this high-scoring team. Deanza will be wearing their white uniforms with gold helmets, while the home team, the Comets, were wearing their navy blue with their white helmets. Again, Contra Costa coming in 0-6, 0-1 in conference, while the visiting Dons come in 4-1, 2-0 in conference. Winners of their last 4. So second down and short for the Comets. Another screen pass out to Tyreek Owens, and Owens will be dragged down. Ball is on the ground. Ball came out, but it will be ruled down by the head linesman, and that's Damon Jones. So it will be third down and short. And it looks as though it may be the first down of the game, and it is the first down of the game for the Comets. So two possessions so far. First down of the game. That bodes well for the Comets. So first down and 10 at the 26-yard line. It's a run gun, and it'll be dragged down. That's Cato for a short gain. So second down and long, and it was no gain by Cato over the right side. And Contra Costa looking to get off the snide this year with the first win of the season early in the first quarter. 4 receivers set. The big tight end is flanked out. So second and 10. Riley back to pass. Throws it downfield, and it's complete to Owens. And that's his second target this afternoon and second completion. So right off the top, you can see Contra Costa trying to get their most prolific receiver involved in the game, Owens. And that's Tyree Jackson again. So Jackson for a second reception of the first quarter. So 3rd down and 2. So handoff, and that will be a no gain as well. So a handoff to Harvey, and so it will be 3rd down and short. Wholesale substitutions coming in for the Comets. So actually Sticks was wrong. Now it's 4th down, and so the Comets, after a promising start, Jarvis, the left-footed punter, now looking to punt to Deanza, will have the opportunity for their first time to touch the football, and there's the first penalty of the game as well.
Penalty flag. Timeout.
So it was a timeout by Deanza, and we'll take a quick timeout as well. No score early in the first quarter.
First we have a timeout.
Welcome back to the campus of Contra Costa, San Pablo, California. Today's American Pacific 7 conference matchup. Jarvis with the punt, and it will be short and downed by the Comets at the 39-yard line as the Comets push the return man into the rolling football, and the official said he'll have none of that. That's the back judge, Ed Hurst. So as we spoke about earlier, the Dons come in with the most prolific offense in the American Pacific 7.
The ball was pushed into it, touching yard. By rule.
Led by their freshman quarterback, that's number 23, Oliver Savitsky. Has thrown for over 1,300 yards this season, 11 touchdowns as well. Their most dynamic receiver is number 17, Cortland Brooks. Averages 100 yards per game. 9 touchdowns for the freshman. 3-by-1 set. That's Sermons in the back. Savitsky flushed out of the pocket. Throws it intended to number 87. That's to Jake Ryan, but we're going to have our first penalty of the game. It looks like it's going to be a roughing the passer. Actually, it's going to be holding.
10 yards, first down.
So a holding for the Dons on number 75, and that will push back the Dons 10 yards. And that holding was on number 75, Travis Itel. So it will be 2nd down and long, 2nd and 20. For the visiting Dons.
First and 20 is the 29.
Hand off to Sermon over the right side. He has room to run. And it looks like he's running down the sideline. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Deanza. So a 71 run, 70-yard touchdown run by Nicholas Sermon, and we spoke about it earlier, is that he's one of the most dynamic backs, and that will be his 4th touchdown of the season. And just like that, the first play for scrimmage, Nick Sermon runs 75 yards untouched. The 11:37 mark. Point after is up and good. So the point after is good. And Deanza comes right out and sets the tone. with a 71-yard touchdown run by Sermons. And Contra Costa trails early in the first quarter, 7-0. So we know that Contra Costa all season long has had difficulties on the defensive side of the football. And you have a team that's averaging over 30 points per game. 36 points per game averaged by the Dons, again, who I mentioned are 2-0, leading the conference. The first play from scrimmage was second play from scrimmage. After the hold pushed him back 10 yards, Nick Sermon rumbles untouched 71 yards for the touchdown. So 11:37 remaining. Let's see how the Comets respond to that. Back deep will be Kyrie Jackson. Castro will kick off. And it will be in the end zone and downed by Quadri Wrestley. And the Comets will take over their second possession of the quarter. Down 7-0. Trailing to Deanza.
Number 32.
So offsides on the kicking team. And you attack on 5 more yards to where Contra Costa will start. So they'll start their second offensive possession to the 30-yard line, trailing 7-0. So Contra Costa coming out, their second offensive possession, trailing 7-0 to the visiting Dons of Deanza. So this is where the Comets will have to come back and answer. Try to keep their defense off of the field. It's important that they can establish a drive. As Ronald Kidd's now in the backfield. That's a fly sweep. And he'll be brought down. As Kyrie Jackson with the fly sweep. It's a gain of 5. So it's obvious that Contra Costa is trying to get Jackson involved early in this game, as he has had 2 targeted on passes as well as the fly sweep. The bottom of the screen you have Tyreek Owens, freshman out of Bisbal Dowd High School. It's a handoff by Lee for no gain. So that was a Ronald Kidd. No gain on the second down play. 3rd down and 5. Contra Costa's own 35-yard line, trailing 7-0, 10:43 remaining in the first quarter. I'm sure Coach Pat Henderson would like to see Contra Costa to sustain a drive, to stay in front of the first down marker here. Trailing by 7, 2 receivers set. Lee fakes the handoff, and he will be brought down by number 47. So a RPO and a Gop Love lower to Boom on Riley Lee, and it's a penalty flag on the play as well. So we'll see what referee Jerry Robinson has to say. Looks as though Contra Costa's offense is coming off the field.
Number 70, offense.
So unsportsmanlike conduct against number 70. And that's Captain Zachary Steinberger. So that'll push Contra Costa back 15 yards. First penalty of the game. And they'll be punting off again. It's their 3rd possession and their 3rd punt already early in the first quarter. Back deep will be James Amara, captain from San Jose, California. There's a left-footed punt. And it will be downed at the 42-yard line of Contra Costa. So Deanza gets great field position on their second possession. Let's remember that their second possession, running back Sermon rumbled 71 yards untouched for the first touchdown of the game. 4 receivers set for Deanza, coming in again with a record of 4-1. Winners of the last 4. This Beard in motion. Savini can't handle a handoff. Fumbled the snap. And so it will be second down, a loss of 7. So second down and 17. So for Savinsky and his offense. So it'll be second and 17 at at Contra Costa's 46-yard line. Already with an opening drive touchdown, leading 7-0 on the road here in San Pablo. Savinsky. And he will be targeting number 17 for the first completion of the game. And that's Cortland Brooks, who we spoke about earlier. 9 touchdowns so far.
Number 53, 10 yards.
And another holding on the offensive line of Deanza. That's their second penalty of the game. Another holding. So that would negate that pitch and catch from Seversky to Cortland Brooks. So it'll push back Deanza to their own 44-yard line, making it second down and 25. Already with a 7-0 lead, 5 receivers set, empty backfield. Seversky in the gun. Seversky back to pass, over the middle, complete and caught. Nice pitch and catch. That's Bruce Jones, first target of the game from Portland, Oregon. And that will be a first down. Actually, they get all their yardage back, so it'll be third down and 9. Deanza back to the line of scrimmage. A 16-yard gain. Seversky back to pass. Has plenty of time. Throws it downfield. Has a man open. And it's incomplete. He's targeting his big-time receiver, Cortland Brooks, the freshman. So an incomplete pass. And there will be a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Deanza. So that'll push them back another 15 yards. So it's their third penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 65, offense.
So it's against number 65, offense.
Disqualification, that is his first.
That's Dylan McCreary, the captain, that forces Deanza to punt. So Contra Costa was able to take advantage of some ill-advised plays by Deanza, a holding penalty as well as an unsportsmanlike conduct. And Contra Costa will be receiving this punt. And back deep is Kyrie Jackson, who's been targeted all afternoon long with, obviously, Contra Costa trying to get him involved early. 8:33 remaining in the first quarter. Comets trail 7-0 to the visiting Dons. Bad snap, rugby style kick. And it will actually turn out to be a great kick as Deanza will down it at the 1-inch line. So Contra Costa is going to start with their backs to the wall at the 1-inch line, trailing 7-0, 8:21 remaining in the first quarter.
Kick all the way down to the 1 yard line.
So nice job by the punter of Deanza to recover that bad snap, rugby style kicking. Was able to get it down to the 1 yard line. as Owens let it roll, and Deanza was able to recover it. So Contra Costa starting with their backs against the wall, starting in the shotgun. Quick screen in the end zone, and Adams able to get out. So they ran a quick screen to Kyrie Jackson. Jackson was able to get out. As you can see here, there screen there to Jackson. He was able to get out of the end zone to give Contra Costa some room to operate. So 2nd down and 4. That's the 3rd catch this afternoon for Kyrie Jackson. Two receivers set. Quick pitch to Harvey. And he works his way. He may be ahead of the sticks for the 1st down. That's the 2nd 1st down of the quarter for the Comets, as they were able to get out of the back of their end zone. Some positive yards. So it will be 1st down at their own 12, trailing by 7. 7:35 remaining in the 1st quarter. Riley in the gun. Looks to pass. Throws it downfield. Ball was targeted to their big tight end. That's Kyle Jarvis, who felt he was held on the play. But nonetheless, was an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. As Lee tried to hit Jarvis a seam route. Just led him just a tad bit too much. Result was an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Comets of Contra Costa. Lee steps up, avoids the rush, has room to run, and he will be brought down short of a 1st down, but nice job by Riley Lee using his legs to get out of trouble. See here, Lee was able to use his legs to get out of trouble, get close to the 1st down. It was dragged down by number 21. That's Amari James Amari from San Jose, California. So 3rd and short. 2 receivers set.
3rd and 1 at the 21.
Contra Costa at their own 21-yard line. Hand off. Actually, quick pass again. And that will be the 2nd 1st down to Kyrie Jackson. So it's been a little bit of Kyrie Jackson offense so far this afternoon. The short passing game by Contra Costa is getting Jackson involved early. So that's the 2nd 1st down on the drive for the home team, the Comets of Contra Costa. Last week had their best offensive output with 14 points in a loss to San Jose City College. Trail 7-0, 6 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Lee hands the ball off, and a host of Deanza defenders are there for no gain, actually a loss of a few. And that was to Harvey, who was dragged down by a host of white jerseys. So no gain, 2nd down and 10. 5:44 remaining in the 1st quarter. Comets trail 7-0. So some confusion on the field as Jackson is moved to the left side of Lee. Lee rolls to his left. Pass is complete to the big tight end, Kyle Jarvis. So they moved the pocket. Kyle Jarvis ran underneath, was able to receive the pass. See, they rolled Lee out. He found his big tight end. It'll be 3rd down and 3 at the 30-yard line. This has to be one of the best drives I've seen Contra Costa have this season. Controlled passing, moving Lee around the pocket, 4 receiver set. This is where Contra Costa has to stay ahead of the sticks. Lee back to pass, quick screen again, and this pass was incomplete. So they ran a quick screen to Kyrie Jackson. Contra Costa is forced to punt. 4th down and 3. Man is down on the field for Contra Costa. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back to San Pablo. Comets trail 7-0 right after this. Welcome back to San Pablo Bay Area Sports TV. My name is Joaquin Wallace, and the injured player was Kyle Jarvis. Walks off under his own power. Next home game for Contra Costa will be in 2 weeks. Next week they'll be on the road to Los Medanos in Pittsburgh, California for a conference matchup, while Deanza will be on the road for a non-conference affair against Monterey Peninsula. It's a punt by Contra Costa, almost blocked by Deanza, and it's a short kick recovered at the 47-yard line of Contra Costa. So again, Deanza will have a short field, great field position starting at Contra Costa's 47-yard line. With Kyle Jarvis out, their normal punter. Punt wasn't one of the better punts for Contra Costa. And again, Deanza starts with a short field. 2 receivers set. 2 backs behind. Servinski's behind under center, and he hands it off to number 32. And that's Javon Stearns. So Deanza has 2 quality running backs. They have Javon Stearns, who averaged 75 yards per game, along with Nicholas Sermons, and we seen him earlier scamper for a 71-yard touchdown on his first touch. Another handoff again to Stearns, and he'll be dragged down. It'll be 3rd down and 4. But as I was mentioning, you have both Sermons and Stearns. They average 150 yards between the 2 of them, 4 touchdowns as well. We have yet to see their big-time receiver, Cortland Brooks, get loose yet. He has 2 touchdowns this season. Number 17 has 9 touchdowns overall.
3rd and 4 at the 40.
So Seversky under center, 2 receivers set, hands the ball off again, and that's to Stearns, and he powers over the left side. That will be a 1st down for Deanza. So it looks as though Deanza is content to try to drive the ball using their running game. They're back to the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 for the Deanza on the Comets 35.
Seversky again under center. 2 receivers set, 2 backs. Seversky hands off again to Stearns, and he will be ran down. Actually, he'll lose a couple as well. So Contra Costa does a great job of recognizing a run. And Stearns was not able to get loose over the right side. So that's a loss of around 4. So now it will be Second down and long at Contra Costa's own 39-yard line. Comets trail 7-0. 2:15 remaining in the first quarter. 4 receiver set. Seversky under center. Drop backs, quick screen, caught and complete. And that pass was completed to number 5. And that's Eduardo Andrade, one of the captains for Deanza. Andrade also doubles as a quarterback as well out of Wilcox High School in Santa Clara, California. Seversky back up to the line again. Quick tempo play.
Before the snap. Timeout.
And a timeout by Contra Costa as Deanza got to the line of scrimmage, and Contra Costa decided to call a quick timeout. With 1:42 remaining in the first quarter, Comets trail 7-0. That's the first timeout this half for Contra Costa. So Contra Costa, again, we talked about their woes on defense this season. 387 yards, total yards given up this year. 45 points a game the defense is giving up, but the last 2 games they have played better. Last week, as we mentioned, their best defensive game of the season, giving up only 23 points, losing 23-14. And so far early, trailing 7-0 outside of the big 71-yard run by Sermons. Defense has been getting off the field, giving their offense an opportunity to score. So it's a handoff to the quarterback, and that was to Eduardo Andrade, who came in and took the sneak over the middle on the right side. The keeper for the first down. So first down for the Dons. The 23-yard line of Contra Costa. 4 receiver set. Contra Costa shows blitz. Seversky throws it down. He has one-on-one coverage and throws it, and it was incomplete. Nice effort to Bruce Jones as Seversky, seeing he had single coverage down at the bottom of the screen. When Bruce Jones laid out but was not able to bring it in. So second down and 10. Nice coverage on the play by Contra Costa. So second and 10 for the Dons. 4 receivers set. Seversky in the gun. Seversky rolls to his right. Quick pitch to Stern. Straight arms, and he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That was tackle was by number 22. That's Lauren Calhoun. As you can see here, Seversky, quick pitch. Straight arm, but number 42, that's Julius McDade, was having none of that. And brought down the runner for a loss. So third down and 13 for the Dons. So this is a key possession for Contra Costa to get their defense off the field and force Deanza with a long field goal. Seversky back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his left, and he will be dragged down and sacked for the first sack of the game. Nice pursuit by number 47, Rashawn Francois, as he was able to make the tackle. That Seversky flushed out of the pocket, but Francois just kept his motor running, was able to drag him down for a loss. So it forces Deanza to make a decision. So it looks as though they're going to go for it on fourth down and long, and they will call their second timeout of the half as well. So actually, that's the end of the second quarter. We'll return back to San Pablo. Comets trail 7-0. Welcome back to the campus of San Pablo for this afternoon's Conference Pacific American 7 matchup. 4th down and 12. Deanza. Servitsky back to pass and completes to his big receiver, and just like that, we spoke about him earlier. That's Cortland Brooks with his 3rd touchdown in conference, 10th overall, and Servitsky was able to find his big receiver in the seam, and he was able to get it to him. He ran into the end zone untouched. So at first play of the second quarter, Deanza goes down and scores and extends their lead, depending on the extra point, 14-0. Point after is up and good. So at the 14:54 mark in the start of the second quarter, Servitsky connected to his big-time receiver, Cortland Brooks, for his 10th touchdown overall, 3rd in the season, and that's the 12th touchdown pass for the freshman Oliver Servitsky. And at 14:54 remaining in the second quarter, Comets trail 14-0. So a 15-yard pass from Servitsky, as you can see here. Brooks running down in the middle of that zone, was able to catch it and go into the end zone pretty much untouched for his 10th touchdown of the season, 3rd in conference. 15-yard touchdown pitch and catch.
Reminder that all those on the sideline must be behind the flag carriers inside the 25-yard line box. If you are the player, coach, trainer, game doctor, inviting you.
So Comets trail 14-0 on the 4th down and 15 touchdown for the visiting Dons of Deanza. Back deep again. It's Kyrie Jackson. It's a short punt, short kick to Contra Costa, and the up man will bring it down. And that's number 22. That's Lauren Calhoun from Deanza High School, the freshman. And Contra Costa will start on their own 43-yard line, trailing 14-0, 4:49 remaining in the second quarter. Contra Costa, who averages 12 points a game offensively, needs to get untracked, get back in this football game. So that's Kidd in motion. Lee, quick screen. Again, pass is incomplete to Kyrie Jackson. So it will be 2nd down. Contra Costa likes to run a lot of receiver screens and fly sweeps to their receivers, in particular to number 14. It's Kyrie Jackson. So 2nd down and 10. Comets trail 14-0. 14:46 remaining in the second quarter. Dons will give up over 300 yards defensively. Contra Costa should be able to take advantage. Lee rolls to his right, flushed out of the pocket. And he will be dragged down. And Lee looks as though he's hurt, but he gets up. Now the officials are going to ask, is it intentional grounding? They have a receiver in the area. Let's see what the official says. So no intentional grounding. So it will be third down and long, their own 43-yard line, as Deanza was able to get some pressure on Lee, who was rolling to his right. Be third down and 10 at the 43-yard line. 4 receivers set for Contra Costa. Lee, back to pass, screen pass, and it was deflected, almost picked off. So a screen pass by Contra Costa was deflected, and that could have been a very uncomfortable situation there because the Deanza defender was right there, and that's number 90. That's Siani Maola. He had an opportunity for a pick 6. So 14:35 remaining. Comets trail 14-0. Jarvis back in the game, punting. Nice punt by Jarvis. Pushes back number 21. And that's James Amara. And Deanza will take over at their own 15-yard line. Already with a 14-0 lead. 14:29 remaining in the second quarter. So Contra Costa, again, who has had trouble all season long defensively, has actually played a pretty decent half of defensive football. Since offensively they haven't been able to get on track. It's a handoff for Deanza, and that's to their main man, that's Sermon, who ran for 75 yards earlier. So you can bring in Sermons, he's your big play back, and then you could bring in Stearns, who likes to run between the tackles. And then you have Cortland Brooks, the receiver, just caught his first touchdown in the game. So Deanza's playmakers have made impact this afternoon. Contra Costa look like they're showing blitz. Servisky. Pass is complete to number 1. And that's Bruce Jones, a quick screen. It's a gain of a couple, so it'll be third down. So Contra Costa actually has done a great job of playing defense. This is the big plays that's hurt them thus far. Here again, that's the quick pass, a quick screen to the freshman. He was brought down. Nice pursuit on the defensive end for Contra Costa. So it will be third down and 7. So there's been a lot of third down and long for Deanza all afternoon long. They have been able to convert on a few occasions. There's a handoff to number 8, and he stays on his feet and brought down. Nice hit by number 42. That's Julius McDade. As Sermons was trying to get away, McDade lowered the boom, but you can see as Sermons trying to get away, staying active, and then Julius McDade came in and lowered the boom and said, "We're not having any more of that," and tackled him behind the line of scrimmage. So it will be fourth down. So again, Contra Costa defensively has not been bad. They just have to make some plays on the offensive end to give their team a chance to score. They only average 12 points per game so far this season. So they have to figure out how to score. They only trail 14-0 to the number 1 team in the conference. There's a bad punt by Deanza. So Contra Costa will get an opportunity with a short field. They'll start this drive on the 47-yard line of Deanza. So this is a great opportunity for Riley Lee and his offense to get some points on the board, to get right back in his football game. So 14-0, Comets trail, 12:02 remaining in the second quarter. As we mentioned earlier, Deanza comes in top of the conference, 2-0, winners of their last 4 in a row. This will be a great opportunity for Contra Costa to get some points on the board. First down, hands the ball off to number 32. And that's Stephen Harvey, but he was met by DJ LaShelle. So you can see here, and there's a tackle by number 22. DJ LaShelle just came up and just hammered Harvey. You're talking about filling the hole. Great job by LaShelle, sophomore out of Vegas. 4 receiver set. Actually, 3 receiver set. Riley Lee, 2 backs. 2nd and 9. Comets. Lee. Quick pass. Complete to Cato. Cato ran out of bounds. Nice gain by Cato. And it will be 3rd down and short. So nice job by Lee to get the ball to Cato, and Cato was able to make it happen. As you can see here, Cato was able to make it happen. A nice block on the edge by his receiver as well. But that's LaShelle coming up again and forcing him out of bounds. So 3rd down and short for Contra Costa. Great opportunity to stay ahead of the markers here. Continue this drive. And there's a false start on number 89. That'll push Contra Costa back. And that's Jake Narian with the false start. So that'll push Contra Costa back 5 more yards. So now it will be 3rd down and 7 versus 3rd and 2. So Contra Costa has to make up those yards. And I would imagine this is 4 down territory here. They're not able to make it. They have to get some points to the board.
3rd and 7.
Comets trail 14-0. Lee, the gun, pass over the middle, one-handed, and dropped. So he had his man open. And that was Gabriel Sable. He was open, wasn't able to haul it in as Lee dropped back, had him wide open. Pass was a little bit high. Sable wasn't able to bring it in, but Contra Costa indeed will have to punt now. So a promising drive of 3rd and short turns into a 3rd and 7 by the false start. And Contra Costa was not able to take advantage of that poor punt by Deanza. There's Jarvis with the kick. Fair catch. And Contra Costa was down at the 10-yard line. So Deanza will start their offense at the 10-yard line. Already 14-0 ahead of the home team Comets of Contra Costa. So let's see what Contra Costa is able to do defensively again. They've been able to contain this high-powered offense of Deanza outside of a couple of plays. 4th down, completion with a pitch and catch from Cervini to Cortland Brooks. And then a 71-yard run by Nicholas Sermons. Outside of that, Contra Costa defense has done an outstanding job this afternoon. So Zabisky under center. Hands the ball off with the right side. And that's Sermon again. And he will rumble for another 1st down. So Sermon, their big play running back, takes the handoff over the right side with a gain of 13. And he's getting close to 100 yards in the first half. 3 receivers set again. Hand off to Sermon over the left side. And he'll have a short gain of a couple. On the stop for Contra Costa, that's Anthony Holmes, number 21. Holmes, 6'1", 230-pounder from Cherokee High School in Aurora, California. 3 receivers set. Cervisky fakes the handoff, makes the pass, incomplete and dropped. So incomplete. That pass was to Jake Ryan, but he was met and was dislodged of the football. So that would be an incomplete pass, and that was number 1. As Trevante Daniels, 6'2" freshman out of Ignacio High School in Richmond, California, came up and played with aggression on that play and was able to knock and separate the receiver from the football. So it will be 3rd down and 7. Zerversky, quick screen to the freshman, and he will rumble over the right side. He has room, 50, and he will be ran out of bounds. So a quick screen to the freshman, Bruce Jones, and he was able to cut back across the field. Nice block by his receivers as well, and he will be ran out of bounds by Trevante Daniels. So a 3rd and 7 turns into a 1st and 10 as Deanza now crosses into Deanza's territory. Contra Costa territory. Zerversky throws it downfield, has a man open, and it's complete to Terrence Colvin. Another flag on the play as well, so we'll see what the referee, Jerry Robinson, have to say here, but
We have a penalty flag first.
it looks as though Deanza's walking back, so a penalty against Deanza, but that will wipe out a nice pitch and catch from Zerversky to Terrence Colvin, but it all goes for naught. As you can see here, Zerversky laid it up perfect for Coleman, and Colvin was able to run under it and make the catch, but all for naught for the penalty. So 1st and 15. Zerversky, quick screen, and dragged down and read well by number 23, and that's Tyreek James, as they ran a quick screen to their tight end, Jake Ryan. And James read that perfectly. Actually, it was for Isaiah Fernandez. But nonetheless, the tackle was made by Tyreek James. So it will be 2nd down and 19 as Deanza is pushed back in their own territory. Zerversky, back to pass, quick screen, completed. And it will be completed to number 7. That's Colvin, who made the catch earlier. But this play will be pushed back as well as a penalty. A holding penalty will be to call for Deanza. And Deanza is shooting themselves in the foot. That's the second nice play to Colvin. And the second time the Contra Costa has been able to avoid disaster, as Deanza has had 2 penalties, successive penalties when the passes went to Colvin. So now a promising drive turns into 2nd down and long, and it pushes the ball back to the 36-yard line. So now you're looking at 2nd and 29 for Deanza. And you have to say that Contra Costa has to feel good about their defense this afternoon. Coming into the game, Deanza averages 36 points per game so far. Outside of those 2 big plays, they've only been able to get on track for 14. There's another handoff to Sermon again, and he'll be dragged down. So the run gun to Sermon be dragged down by Contra Costa. So again, Contra Costa has an opportunity to get off the field, but as you can see, the run gun to Sermon, and he was brought down again by number 23. That's Tyreek James. So 3rd down and 25 at Deanza's own 40-yard line. Contra Costa trails 14-0, 4 receiver set. Zerversky back, rolls to his right, throws it downfield, and it's complete. And it will be short of the 1st down, but nice job by Bruce Jones. And so at this point, Deanza may decide to go for it as they're rushing their offense to the line of scrimmage. So that's Seversky rolling to his right, and it was complete again to Bruce Jones. So it will be 4th down and 7. Contra Costa's 42-yard line. As you recall, the last 4th down was a pitch and catch touchdown pass. And it will be incomplete, out of bounds. Pass was intended to Bruce Jones, so Contra Costa will take over on their own 42-yard line. And again, Contra Costa defense has came to play this afternoon, shutting down this high-powered offense of Deanza. As I mentioned, averaged 36 points per game, 344 yards passing by Seversky. But Seversky hasn't been able to get on track this afternoon. Tons of pressure by Contra Costa. Cortland Brooks was able to catch his 10th touchdown of the season. Lee in the gun. Passes caught by Cato. Makes a man miss. And Cato rumbles down. And he takes that quick screen. Pretty much a long handoff from Lee to Cato. And he will be just short of the 1st down. But here again, Cato in space. Makes a man miss. Was able to rumble down. It will be 2nd down and short on Deanza's side of the field. Again, Contra Costa, if they can get something going offensively, they get right back in this football game. 3 receiver set. Lee in the gun. Lee flushed out of the pocket. Rolls right, throws it, and was intended to number 20, Ronald Kidd. It was incomplete, so it will be 3rd down and short. So 3rd and short for the Comets, trailing by 14. 5:13 remaining in the 2nd quarter. So Contra Costa needs to stay ahead of the chains here. Keep this drive moving. Third and short. Last time they had a 3rd and short, they had a penalty. There's a fly sweep. And it would be a 1st down. That's to Kyrie Jackson. So the fly sweep to Jackson results in a 1st down. So that keeps the chains moving. So there's Jackson in motion, as you can see here. The fly sweep keeps the chains moving. So 1st down and 10 at Deanza's 46-yard line. 4:56 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Comets trail 14-0. Handoff, and he will be dragged down. And that's Harvey with the handoff, so that'll be a loss of a couple. So it will be 2nd down. Contra Costa is on Deanza's 48-yard line, trailing by 14. Contra Costa wearing their navy blue uniforms, white helmet. While the visiting Dons are wearing their white jerseys and gold helmets. You're watching Bay Area Sports TV. Saturday afternoon, Pacific America 7 matchup between the Comets and Dons of Deanza. 3 receivers set for Lee. Lee, back to pass, throws it downfield, has a man open, and incomplete. And the coverage will be, that's DJ LaShalle, who's had a big game so far. So 3rd and short turns into 4th down and short. And this is a pivotal decision here for Contra Costa, what they're going to do. So 4th down and short. I'm sorry, 3rd and 12. So 3rd down and 12. So Contra Costa needs some positive yards here As the play clock gets down to 4 seconds, and Coach Pat Henderson decided to call his second timeout of the afternoon. So Contra Costa takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Comets trail 14-0 here in San Pablo.
I love these new glazed tenders because they're sweet like me. And spicy like me.
Thank you for the sweater.
You're welcome.
Introducing McDonald's Sweet and Spicy Honey Barbecue Glazed Tenders. Glazed to order so they're sweet and spicy, just like Grandma.
I love these new glazed tenders because they're...
La nueva Quarter Pounder con carne fresca ha dejado a Pachito sin palabras. Por eso Luis Fonsi va a hablar por
Es
él.
más caliente, más jugoso y como está cocinado al minuto que ordenas, está brutal.
La nueva hamburguesa Quarter Pounder de McDonald's con 100% carne fresca.
14-0. Third down and long. Deanza's 48-yard line. 3 receivers set for the Comets. Deanza brings a blitz. Lee, back to pass, throws it downfield. Has a man, and it is completed to number 14. Kyrie Jackson high points the football and brings it down. A nice gain by Contra Costa. So Lee was able to find one-on-one coverage, and that was Jackson. You can see he goes up high and outplays number 21. And that's James Amara. So it will be first down and 10. Hands the ball off to Cato, and he will be dragged down for a loss. But that was a nice pitch and catch from Lee to Jackson for a 3rd and 12. Jackson was able to bring the ball down and was pushed out at the 10-yard line. So great opportunity for the Comets to get on the scoreboard, preferably with a touchdown, to get right back in this football game. Let's remember, the Dons did defer, and they will be receiving the kickoff to start the third quarter. So 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line. Lee rolls to his right. He will be flushed out of the pocket. Throws it into the end zone. It will be incomplete, but also there will be a hold as well on Contra Costa, as the referee Jerry Robinson was all over that. And it looks as though it's going to be against Deanza. A personal foul.
Personal foul
Against Deanza. So Contra Costa will gain some yards and also a first down. So the ball will be placed inside of the 10-yard line at the 6, and it will be first down and goal for the Comets, trailing by 14, 2:34 remaining in the second quarter. 3 receivers set. First and goal at the 6. Lee, back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will be dragged down for the first sack of the game. And that's by number 98. And that's Romero Parrish. For the first sack of the game for Deanza. Loss of 9. As you can see here, Lee was not able to find his man, and Parrish has kept moving, and that's the 4th sack of the year on Lee as well. So timeout on the field with 2:04 remaining. Contra Costa trails 14-0 against the number 1 team in the American Pacific 7. And we're speaking of Deanza, who comes in at the top of the conference, tied with Yuba, both 2-0, Foothills 0-1, Contra Costa is 0-1, and Los Medanos is 0-2. Contra Costa will be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to play Los Medanos, a 1 o'clock game, while Deanza will take on a non-conference opponent, Monterey Peninsula, 6 p.m. on the road in Monterey. So Contra Costa trails by 14, 2:04 remaining in the second quarter. Lee just took a sack, so it was first and goal at the 6. So now we're second and goal at the 15. 4 receivers. Cato to his right. Lee drops back to pass, throws it, and it is incomplete. That was a miscommunication between him and Kyrie Jackson, as Lee thought that Jackson was going to run a corner route, but Jackson turned it up for a dig route, and there was some miscommunication there. So third down and 15, so Contra Costa cannot let this opportunity slip out of their hands. Man in motion, fakes the fly sweep. Lee, complete to number 89. So they faked the fly sweep. Pass was complete to Jake Narian, freshman from Vacaville, California. So now it will be 4th down, and decisions need to be made here. So it's 4th and goal. They faked the fly sweep to Narian. They came right back. It's a nice tackle by number 21. And that's James Amara. So 4th and goal at the 11-yard line. So Contra Costa has to go into the end zone, or it will be a turnover on downs. Deanza showing blitz. Lee back to pass. Steps up, pulls it down, and he will be dragged down for the second sack on this drive. And that was to number 10. That's Ivan Shangham, defensive lineman from Georgia. As you can see here, Lee was dropping back to pass, and pressure up the middle results in the sack. So Contra Costa let that opportunity slip through their hands. And Deanza will take over on downs at their own 20-yard line, already with a 14-0 lead. So Oliver Sebersky hands the ball off, and he'll be ran out of bounds. And that was to Lawrence Aikens. So Aikens was ran out of bounds, so it will be 2nd down and 10 at their own 20-yard line of Deanza, already with the lead of 14-0. And let's remember, Deanza will get the opening kickoff as they deferred the toss. So 2nd and 10, 4 receivers set. Seversky back to pass, throws it, and it's complete for a 1st down to Bruce Jones, sophomore out of Portland, Oregon. So you can see here, Seversky back to pass, was able to find Jones with an easy pitch and catch. So it will be 1st and 10, just under a minute remaining until half. Comets trail by 14. Seversky rolls to his left, and it will be complete. And that's to his big-time receiver, Cortland Brooks. Brooks, a freshman out of Laredo, Texas, already made his presence known with a 15-yard touchdown pass earlier in the start of the second quarter, first play of the second quarter, in fact, which was his 10th touchdown of the season, 3rd in conference. And he's flanked out to the bottom of the screen. Seversky on the roll. Comes back to Brooks. Throws across the field, and Brooks will be brought down. So Brooks is making his presence known on this drive as Seversky rolled to the right, and it came back as Brooks was wide open on the left side. You can see here, Seversky throws the ball across the field to his playmaker Brooks, and he was brought down for a nice gain. And Deanza takes the timeout as well with 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So I'm sure that Coach Tony Santos is looking to put this ball in the end zone because they know they'll get the opening kickoff to start the second half. So you're looking at a live stream schedule, October 19th, women's college volleyball, Mendocino versus Contra Costa. And we have October 27th as well. We'll be back here on Bay Area Sports TV as Foothill will play Contra Costa Comets on the 27th. Foothill Owls versus your Comets of Contra Costa here on Bay Area Sports TV. First and 10, 42nd yard line. And there's Seversky, handles a bad snap, throws it downfield, and it was complete and caught by Terrence Colvin. So a 42-yard touchdown pitch and catch. As you can see here, Seversky steps up in a pocket and throws a laser downfield, and it was caught actually by number 1, Bruce Jones, who made his presence known as well as Colvin on this drive. A 42-yard touchdown pass. And Contra Costa trails after the PAT 21-0. So Jones from Seversky, a 42-yard touchdown pitch and catch. The extra point is good. So with 35.8 seconds remaining till half, Contra Costa trails 21-0. Well, Contra Costa has had difficulties all year long defensively, but today they've done a decent job. It's the big play that they have not been able to get away from this afternoon. As you recall, the second play of the game, Nick Sermon rumbled 71 yards for a touchdown, and on a 4th down and 15 inside their own 15-yard line, Deanza's touchdown pass from Seversky to Cortland Brooks, and then with a few seconds remaining until half, a 42-yard touchdown from Jones to Seversky. So Contra Costa receives the kickoff, and 29.1 seconds remaining. The kickoff was corralled by number 23. That's Tyreek James. So Contra Costa trails 21-0 to the number 1 team in the conference, tied with Yuba, the top of the standings, Deanza Dons. So Contra Costa will take over on their own 44-yard line, trailing by 21 with 29.1 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Contra Costa has had their opportunities all afternoon long to get into the end zone, but they have not been able to convert. Lee, screen to Harvey. Harvey in space, and he'll be brought down, and I'm sure that's what Deanza wants. Passes underneath. 15 seconds remaining. Contra Costa has no timeouts remaining. Lee would have to clock it here. And so Lee clocks it to stop the clock. And it looks as though there's no time remaining unless the officials rule that there needs to be some time put back on the clock. But there's a lot of confusion on the field right now between Deanza and Contra Costa, as well as the officials, on what they're going to call here. But it looks as though Riley Lee was able to clock it, but now they're saying no. The referee, Jerry Robinson, is saying there's no time remaining. So that'll be it to the end of the half. Contra Costa trails 21-0.
That's the end of the first half.
And we'll be back for a halftime recap for the start of the third quarter as the Comets trail 21-0 to the visiting Dons of Deanza.
It was 1987. That was the year everything changed. It was 1987.